So hopefully you went through first steps with WordPress to give yourself an overall view of how WordPress admin works. And I did want to go to my site and just kind of give you a rundown of the way that this works. All right, so this is your website and this is the template 2011. When you do your WordPress install, it might be 2012, 2013. This could always change. But to give you an idea, this is going to be the title of your site. And underneath, that's going to be the tagline where it says just another WordPress site. Over here on the right, you're going to see the search bar, and that's how you're going to search the site. And this is a widget. And down here on the right-hand side, you're going to see an archives widget as well as a meta. And you can add as many widgets down here along the right-hand side if you'd like. You can always take the search bar and you can move it down here. You can put the search bar over here in the header image. There's a bunch of different ways that you can customize how the look and feel of your site works. So you can also even take these widgets and you can move it to where it's a two-column setup to where all your text and all your blogs over here on the left, you can move these over to the right and take all these widgets, your archives and meta and other widgets, and move it over here to the left. But I really like this clean two-column setup with your content over on the left and your widgets on the right. Most blogs are being set up this way where your widgets are over to the right and your content is to the left. So let's just keep it that way for now. You're always more than welcome to change it whenever you'd like. And this image right here, the way that 2011 has it set up is if I refresh the page, you're going to see that it's going to keep changing this. And that's just the default way that WordPress has it set up. I can keep flipping through all these different images. You can choose this one if you like the way this wheel looks, and you can leave that as the stagnant one to where every time you come to profitablecarsite.com or whatever your website is, that it's going to keep this wheel up in your header. Or we can always take this image out and we can change it to something completely different. But for now, let's just leave that the way it is. And then you're going to come down here and have your navigation bar. I only have two different pages right now, and one's going to be my home, which is where we're at right now, and I can always go to a sample page, and that's going to take me down here. And this is it's just generated by WordPress. This is just a dummy post, dummy page. You know, I can always come in here and mess around with all this stuff, but that's how that works. And if I click on the name of my site, or if I click on home, it's going to do the same thing and take me back to my home page. So that's how your site's going to be set up right now. So you're going to have your title, you're going to have your tagline, you're going to have your search and your widgets over here on the right. You're going to have your posts and all your information over here on the left. You're going to have your navigation bar right here with as many different pages along the navigation bar as you'd like. We can add those and we'll go into that here in just a moment. Then you're going to have your footer down here where it says proudly powered by WordPress. We can change this as well. And in order to get to our dashboard, I'm going to type in my domain name, my URL, and then I'm going to do the WP-admin and hit return or enter depending on if you're using Windows or Mac. So now that it takes me to the WordPress login, since I do have my LastPass signed on, it's just going to go ahead and autofill that for me. I'm going to click login. And it's going to take me to my admin homepage, which is my dashboard. So once again, this is where you came and you went to first steps with WordPress. If you ever have any questions, you can always come back to this. I can come over here and I can click dismiss, and what this is going to do is from this gray line right here down to this gray line right here, it's going to shut this whole window right here so that I don't have to see this every time I log into my dashboard, and it's going to move all this information from right now in Quick Press, and that's going to move it up to this gray line right here. And that's what your site's usually going to look at like. When you log into your dashboard, it's going to start right about here, and you're going to scroll up and down. This is just basically a rundown of what's going on with your site. Not necessarily a bunch of stuff that you need to know right there, because most of the stuff that you're going to be doing in your dashboard is all going to be here on the left side on these tabs right here. So just a few things that we need to set up before you get rolling. I want you to come down here and go to settings and just click on that. And it's going to take you to all the sub tabs that are within the settings tab. And the first one's going to be your general tab. And this is where you're going to change the name of your site, your tagline. Those would be located. The name of your site right here, your tagline, the WordPress address and site address. You're not going to change these. These are already set up and they're just fine. The email address where WordPress is going to send you notifications. This is going to be your email address, your primary one. because if someone comments on a page or if there's anything going on with WordPress, you want them to shoot you email notifications to let you know what's going on with your site. So definitely put in your email address right here. Membership, anyone can register. You don't want that. Membership meaning my brother and I are doing this site together, and I want him to be able to come into this admin and log in and be able to add posts or add media, create links with me. We can create new pages together. He can help change the appearance and go through the widgets and the themes and all that good stuff. Well, I'm going to want my brother to be able to do that, but I don't want John Smith, some guy from wherever, to be able to log into my site and be able to register and come in this back end and mess around with my site. So anybody that doesn't have the WordPress username and login, they're not going to be able to come into this dashboard and be able to mess around with the back end of my site. Anyone that comes to my site, they're going to type in profitablecarsite.com. They're only going to be able to come in here and mess around with my website. But I can actually come back here and I can always give my brother a username and password and come in here and give him a user and be able to do that so that he can come back here and he can mess around with my site. New user role, we're going to leave that unselected. Membership, leave that unselected. All right, so the time zone. This is going to be just a standard time zone where if I want everything on my site to be where, to reflect where I'm at, right now it says it's 5:55. Actually, my time, it is 10:55, so I'm actually 5 hours ahead of this. So I could always go to UTC +5, which would be down here. Or I can also come through and I can search by where I am in the world. Let's go to America. Where are we at up here? All right, so America, I'm in San Diego, so I want to choose Los Angeles as my location because it's the same time zone. And then when I come down here and I click save, it's going to make my time zone Pacific time zone because that's where I'm located right now. The date format, you can always come through and change this. I like it to be April 15th, 2012. That's easy to see and easy to read. Your time format, we can always do 5,500 hours. We can do small AM, large AM, whatever you want to do. Just whatever's comfortable for you. Week starts on Monday or Sunday, and then just click Save Changes.